Situation in Mosul, I think it's moving good, very well actually. We are the Iraqi forces, the Iraqi army, popular mobilization, Peshmerga, other tribes, all other forces actually, they are moving and achieving targets faster than they were expecting it. So far, I think they were able to liberate about 50% of the Mosul, that is very good, very good. So hopefully, maybe by the end of the year, or maybe the first couple of weeks of 2017, Mosul will be liberated. Now, actually, in the eastern part of Mosul, some part of the fighting it's inside the Mosul, which is this is something great, and they are achieving actually their goals. They are able to surrender many areas, and they are able actually, the western part of Mosul has been sealed by the popular mobilization. So the Daesh or ISIS, whatever you call them, they won't be able to escape to Syria. So their only choice, either they surrender or they will be killed. 100% as a project, they reclaim Khalifa state, Daesh, yes, they will be finished there. They will have no land. But as an individual, are they going to be there in some towns and some villages, either in Mosul or around Mosul or some part of other Iraq? Yes, as long as there is, they can find a safe haven. And don't forget that Daesh, they are not all foreigners. Many of them, they are already Iraqis. And those, they can easily hide between the people. Definitely regional countries, they are involved. And regional countries, they know themselves. They wanted to achieve some goals. We don't want to mention countries because they know themselves very well. Actually, my government, they know them, who's involved and how far and how many fighters they have, how they're getting their weapons inside Iraq. We know all of these details. All the details, we have it, and we have a proof. They are using definitely their ideology. I mean, their ideology is Wahhabi Salafi. And by the way, not all Wahhabi Salafi, they are bad, or they are ISIS. Part of them, they believe in the jihadi, or killing the others, or takfir the others. Yeah, but not all of them, they are bad. No. So a lot of them, they are good people. Okay, this is their life. They believe in this sect of Islam, that's fine. But to reach to that point that you claim yourself that you are the only one right, your sect is the only one is right, and all others, they are wrong, or they are deviated, if they don't change, or if they don't accept your rules, your guidelines, then you have the right to kill them. You have the right to fight them. This is the dangerous thing. And this is what we are fighting them. Those all Daesh, those all ISIS, they believe in this, the Salafi Jihadi. Salafi, we call it Salafi Jihadi Takfiri, which Takfiri, that they wanted to abolish all others. Yeah. They wanted to finish all others. They regard them as like a kuffar. Whether you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you are a Shia, you are a Sunni, or what, whoever is opposing you, then you are a kafir. The fighting mainly is led by the army. The army mainly by Peshmerga, and they are not Shia. They are Kurd, Sunni Kurd, but they are mainly Kurd, actually. They are not even Arab. And by the Iraqi forces. The popular mobilization, actually, they did not enter the city. They are only working on outside the city, and they give them the responsibility to control on the western side of the city, which is out of the city, western and toward the Syrian borders. They are controlling on that area, and they are protecting that area. They are sealing that area, not allowing for Daesh to escape. That's what they are doing. But even for liberation entering the city, there is some sort of agreement that popular mobilization, you won't be entered, unless if there is a need. Unless if there is a need, definitely that they will ask them. But in principle, no, they won't be. Well, we don't have any information whether they are. Definitely, there's no information that they've been killed. There's no such information. So we are expecting they are still alive somewhere, maybe using them as a slave workers. And that's what we discovered actually. Some soldiers actually, they told me that they discovered hundreds of Iraqi who has been kidnapped when they enter Salah ad-Din during Daesh, when they expanded in Salah ad-Din. And they killed thousands of Iraqis, and they took also thousands of them as hostages. They used them as a slave labor actually to open tunnels. And we discovered hundreds of those people, hundreds of those soldiers. They are using only for opening tunnels as a slave labor. So hopefully the Indian, they're still alive. Maybe they're using them like they're using the Iraqis. And hopefully this will be clear actually after liberating Mosul. Then we'll have a good picture. Where are they? To government, it's not actually between our defense ministry with the hospitals here. Okay. It's a direct, it's not with the government. So there is an agreement actually between the defense ministry and the Artemis hospital. There is now, I think there's about maybe 40 soldiers. And you know, those that are coming in and out, they come say for a few weeks and then they go back. Maybe they come after a couple of months to complete their treatment. So they are in and out. Plus the new cases, all of them is like that, in and out, until they've been treated. Usually their cases, most of them, it's a severe injury. Most of them. They don't say if it's a light injury. Light injury, they prefer to treat them there in Iraq. I mean, India, they are importing the oil from Iraq. India is the second larger importer of Iraqi oil. And India, they are, plus they are importing, I guess, skin lambs, skin sheep, and something like that, and leathers, these things they are importing also from Iraq. But they are exporting a lot. They are exporting meat, they are exporting rice, most of the contract actually with the Ministry of Trade. Most of the rice, it's coming from here, from India, because of the prices, because of the quality. For the last, I think, 2 years, no, there was no meeting. I think the last time it was in 2013. Yeah. And now I think now is the time actually. I was expecting them to meet this year, but it seems no. It seems no, because the oil minister is not coming with the Petrotech, and I don't think the time is enough actually that he can attend the Petrotech and also join the Joint Commission. Like there is no reconstruction done for the last, say, 20, 25 years. So there is a lot to be done, and just if I wanted to talk maybe the existing project, there is, it's already about maybe 750 of public companies, and those it need to be restructured. And those it's offered actually to all international companies, not only to Indian, to come and participate, and even they could work as a joint venture with those. Those companies, most of those companies had been built in the 70s, 80s, beginning of the 80s, most of them. So it needs new blood, it needs new machinery, it needs new funds coming to upgrade the machinery, upgrade the system there, and increase the protection, and take it from there. And Indian company, they can join, they can work with them at any level they wanted, but even joint venture. If they wanted to do it as a joint venture, they are more than welcome. The funds is not available actually for investment. There's a very little amount left because there's a lot of expenses we have to pay for the fighting terrorism, which is costing a lot. We have to finance it's about over 3.6 million of displaced Iraqis. This is a big burden actually on the government of Iraq to meet all their necessities. Salaries, Iraqi expecting running the government, paying all these salaries, so there will be only maybe 10% of the budget actually left for the investment. This is not enough actually if you wanted to move to Iraq from this situation to a situation that could be satisfied to everybody. So we need actually a lot of investment coming from outside to come to Iraq. We know that, and we understand that security is very important. We are hoping that after finishing Daesh, controlling on that area, reaching to that level of agreement between all the component of Iraqi people in terms of part, in terms of their ethnic group, hopefully that they could reach to that settlement level, that they could start building Iraq. On the defense, we are hoping actually to do that. We wanted, I mean, there is some cooperation in terms of security, exchanging information between the two countries, but we are hoping that India to be involved more. I know it's very critical. We don't want them to be involved directly. We don't want the people to fight for us. Definitely, we don't want that. There's many countries actually, Indian. There's a lot of Indians here. They afford that. They wanted to participate, or at least protect that area, the religious city. We don't want. We have enough people. We have millions actually people that are willing to fight, but we need assistance, definitely. We need assistance. We have a 3.6 million of people has been displaced, and we need all kind of assistance. All kind of assistance. Those the volunteers or the Popular Mobilization Army, which is now legalized by the parliament. Those, it needs also a lot of money in order to equip them. Those, they need everything, like any other soldier. So the assistant, in this case, you need humanitarian assistant plus assistant to equip the people, supply them.